Welcome back to another video, you guys. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Anthony. I'm an individual who went from skinny to fit through 7 years of training and a lot of mistakes I've made along the way within those 7 years. Really, purpose of these videos is so that way you guys who are also skinny with a fast metabolism, who are wanting to build the physique of their dreams, who are wanting to actually start gaining weight and muscle, can learn from these videos, educate themselves on how to bulk properly, how to train properly, and how to rest and recover properly, so this way you can actually achieve those fitness goals that you have for yourself. So let's get right into things for today. We're going to be talking about the mistakes that you want to avoid at all costs unless you want to stay skinny. So a lot of the times I hear the saying, it's because of my fast metabolism. And that's something that I used to say a lot myself back then when I struggled with gaining weight. I would eat not everything and anything in sight, right? But I would think I would be eating a lot because I would feel full. I would have to force feed at times. But in reality, it just wasn't because of my fast metabolism. It was just because I wasn't eating enough. And most importantly, I was not tracking any of my calories or any of my macros. Basically, I was not tracking anything that I was putting inside of my body. So there was no way in hell for me to justify that I was eating so much when I didn't even have the data to back up with me for me to even say that in the first place. So if you're someone who has said that or who isn't even tracking their weight, tracking their calories, tracking their macros, then that's something you need to switch up, right? Because visually, not only do you need to see what you're putting inside your body, but you also need the numbers to back it up. Because if you're actually eating a lot of food and you're not gaining weight, then you can at least have the data to say so. So this way, we can analyze that data, see what needs to be fixed up, and then go on from there. So that way you can actually start progressing. Because if you don't have any data, you're going in blind. When you have the data, you can actually make decisions or choices that can definitely affect the progress that you're making inside your fitness journey. Number two is a lack of a training program. So you either don't have a training program, you choose not to follow one, or you just do random exercises inside of the gym. And this coincides with the last slide, just more specifically about making sure that you're tracking your data. You need a training program so that way you can track your progress inside your training sessions. You need to make sure you're seeing if you're actually getting stronger, are you going up in weights with different lifts, that sort of stuff that you need to know. So this way you can, obviously, if something needs adjusting within your training program, like you need a deload week because you keep plateauing on a certain weight for weeks at a time, then you'd be able to do so, right? So that way you can continue progressing. Secondly, progressive overload. It's a big thing. That if you're someone who is big on hypertrophy training like I am, then not only is it the best way to gain muscle, it's the only way to gain muscle. Unless your goal is to just be super strong, then go for it. Do the compound lifts and just work on increasing your strength. Follow a strength training program. But if your goal is to gain muscle, then hypertrophy training is going to be the best bang for your buck for you, right? So with that comes progressive overload, the key to building muscle, the key to getting stronger as well. So that's why it's so important to measure your progress inside of the gym, because you need to make sure you're actually progressively overloading effectively. And in case you don't know what progressive overload is, basically what it is just increasing your weight on a certain lift because you got stronger on it, or because you were able to complete the given sets and rep schemes from the prior week's exercise successfully with perfect form. So that way it justified you to increase the weight slightly this following week's training session. So this way you can keep progressing steadily. I'm sure the progress may be slow, but at the end of the day, the bigger picture side of things, it's going to be kind of like this slope right there. As you can see my hand motion going right there. And obviously, it's not going to be a day-to-day difference, but you add on years, you're going to notice a difference, not only inside of your strength within each exercise, but also your physique as well. So do not knock progressive overload, and do not knock actually getting a training program, making one, buy one, finding one, whatever it is. Find one that actually coincides with your lifestyle, and that allows you to be consistent inside the gym. No proper rest. Rest is very crucial inside muscle building. If you don't get any rest, you're going to see little to no gains being made. Now, you might be asking, what's the ideal hours of sleep you should be getting per night? And ideally, it's 7 hours or more worth of sleep per night. Because if you don't, then you're going to end up in the gym with little to no energy. You're not going to really be seeing the best progress that you would be seeing if you did sleep for 7 hours plus per night. And most importantly, like, I know I mentioned this already, not having enough energy, but I'll stress it again. If you don't recharge your batteries through a good, proper worth night of sleep, then you cannot carry the same intensity that you did your last training session within the training session that you have ahead. And so that's also going to affect your progress inside the gym, your gains, how you feel about yourself, right? Because that also messes you up mentally when you're in those kind of gym ruts. It messes you up mentally. You feel like you don't want to go to the gym. You get burnt out, and ultimately you end up quitting on your fitness journey for a while, and then you hop back on the wagon. Now, if you have trouble sleeping at night, I really recommend you look into different sleeping supplements like melatonin or sleepy time tea. If you're kind of a person who has like insomnia, or really like just any sort of big sleeping health issue that at-home remedies or supplements cannot fix, then definitely make sure to seek advice from your medical professional, because they'd be better to help you out with what you're going through. No consistency. This is definitely one of the biggest ones that is a huge mistake that a lot of people make. Because you see sometimes people, they're inside the gym for 3, 5, 6 months at a time. They don't see the quick results that they want to see, and so they end up falling off the wagon, and that's that. There's different reasons for this. A big one is just, instant gratification. Nowadays we have so much, shit on our phone that we can go through. Social media specifically, where we scroll endlessly. We have porn. We have different kind of things that allow for us to feel good that quickly in the moment. And when we have to work towards something hard, that requires us to be patient and to actually put in the effort and wait for the results to come to us, that's where things get complicated for us, because we cannot fathom doing that. We cannot fathom waiting for results. We'd rather see results quick, because we have these quick hits of dopamine inside of our everyday life. So consistency is definitely by far the most important thing that you need. If you just go to the gym here and there, you're going to see little to no progress. I'm not saying you have to go to the gym 6 times per week, but what I am saying is that you need to find a training split, or just find a time in general per week that you can actually commit to inside of the gym that fits your lifestyle. So you don't need to be balls to the walls 2 hours a day, 6 times per week inside of the gym. You can easily find 2-day splits, 3-day splits, or 4-day splits that fits your lifestyle. And you can work out for half an hour to even just an hour a day. It does not have to be 2 to 3 hours long. I'm not a bodybuilder by any chance. I'm just a guy who likes to train, who likes the challenge of training, who likes to transform my own body, because I went from skinny to fit, and that felt so good because I saw the results, I saw the confidence that it gave me, I saw the self-esteem boost that it gave me. All around, it's just not a physical difference. It's also a mental and an emotional difference, a positive difference. So I'm not saying you need to be balls to the walls and commit yourself and dedicate yourself to something like this, right? No, not at all. If you're just someone who's looking to go from skinny to fit and do it the right way, you do not need to do this 6 times per week, 2 to 3 hours a day inside of the gym, eat chicken, broccoli, and rice 6 times a day. Like, no, not at all. That's crazy stuff. And people who tell you that you need to do that in order to see these crazy results, or just any results in general, is feeding you bullshit. Because all you need to do is have a really good training program that fits the lifestyle that you are currently living, whether it be 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever it is. Be consistent with that amount of days per week that you have committed to the gym. Be consistent with your eating. Make sure you're hitting 1 gram of protein per body weight. Make sure you're hitting your calorie goals consistently, and make sure you're taking your rest and recovery consistently as well. And that's it. It doesn't have to be anything overly complicated where you have to essentially break your body down to see these results. It's just like a big misconception. A lot of people believe they need to break themselves in order to see the results that they need, but that couldn't be farther from the case. You want to do everything slow and steady, and you want to do everything with the foundational steps in place, and that's what it is when it comes to seeing the results that you want inside the gym. Training efficiently, eating efficiently, and resting and recovering efficiently as well. There's no complication to that, and there's no need to complicate those 3 steps, or those 3 pillars as I like to call it. And then last but not least, much like what I kind of mentioned already within the first two slides, not tracking your progress. It's definitely by far the most important thing that you need to do apart from consistency. The top three important metrics, though, that you should be recording inside your fitness journey is your body weight, your calories and macros, and your progress inside the gym. So your progress inside your training program. Your body weight can just be measured and written down once per week. Does not have to be an everyday thing. I know in some of my prior videos I said it's probably best to do it every day, but I take that back. It's definitely best for you just to do it once per week. It helps your mental and emotional health. Now that I give it more further thought, so just once per week is fine. These are the important indicators, though, so that way you can see if you're actually making progress inside your fitness journey. And if you're, of course, not progressing, then these numbers will help you see what needs to be adjusted, whether it be inside your eating, whether it be you need a deload week, or whether maybe you just need a week off in general inside the gym. But that covers it for the video for today, you guys. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if there's a video topic that you want to see specifically. And if you are a skinny guy who's looking for a more personalized approach, a game plan to help you get from where you are now to where you want to be as far as your physique goes, then please be sure to click on the link down below in the description, so that's where you can find a good time to speak with me and we can see if coaching is a good fit for you. But until the next video, you guys, take care and much love to you all. Peace.